end of this presentation, you'll understand why every side hustle you tried has failed and why it wasn't your fault. Number two, you'll see the exact difference between people who grind for years with nothing to show for it and people who build real wealth while keeping their career, benefits, and failing time. And then also number three, discover why AI alone isn't the answer, but AI combined with something else changes everything. Now I'm going to show you guys all this, don't worry. But all I ask from you guys is to not only learn what I'm talking about, but two things: to actually implement and commit to implementing. And number two, promise me you're not going to buy a bunch of expensive shit once you start making money with this. All right, can you guys give me a commit and promise in the chat? Are you going to commit to actually doing what I'm going to teach you? And then number two, can you promise me you're not going to blow all the money you make on dumb shit? All right, let me know in the chat. Give me a promise and a commit in the chat right now. All right, I'm going to wait. There's a little bit of lag. There's like a 5-second lag. But again, this is all live. January 29, 6:03 p.m. Central Time. We got some commits. We got some promises. All right, cool. So guys, before I show you anything about what we're going to cover, I just need to show you guys this is real. Because if I know you guys are exactly like me. I want to see real proof. I want to see people actually doing this before I know it's worth my time. So just so I could show you guys this is going to be worth the next 90 minutes of your time so you guys can stay, let me show you who this worked for. Look at Gabe. All right, Gabe's one of my Filipino brothers. He was literally living in his parents' basement, still asking his parents for grocery money. And now look, he made $80,000 profit. And if you look at the account balance, his bank account, you can't fake a bank receipt, is $84,000. Isn't that insane? Could you imagine yourself making $84,000 in a month? But look at Daniel. Daniel made $96K in 2 weeks, halfway through the month. And look at Kyle. Kyle made $72,000 in a month doing this. Isn't that crazy? But it's even better because we have Paul Wilkinson. He's a little bit older. He's like 37, and he made $67.5K in a month with this AI owner model. Same with Sean. Sean made $110,000 in a month. Same with Megan. Megan's husband was able to quit the army because she carries him now, because she's the breadwinner. She makes the money now because she made $33K in a month. And same with Matthew Whitehead. Matthew became a millionaire making $1 million with this. Isn't that nuts? Can you imagine yourself doing that too? And so let me go specifically, because if you guys are anything like me, I usually want to see someone in my exact situation or someone who's exactly like me. So I'm going to show you guys a couple people, and I want you to let me know, who do you resonate with the most? So this is Joel, right? Joel was struggling to get a single client, right? He tried to start a business, but he couldn't get anyone to pay him, or he couldn't get anyone to pay him. And now working with me, he literally told me Renzo's sales training was probably the best sales training I've ever seen, better than Jeremy Miner, Eli Wild, and Traffic and Funnels. Those guys are a little advanced. I don't know if you guys know them, but those guys are multimillionaires. And Joel said, my training is better, right? Also, Gabe, like I said, Gabe literally went from asking his parents for grocery money to making 80K profit months, like I said earlier. We also have Daniel, who literally texted me on a sales call, right? He was hopped on a call with a business owner, and he texted me. I told him what to say, and boom, he closed a 6,000 client, and now he's at 96K in 2 weeks. We also have Justin. Justin's married, okay? He's another Filipino brother of mine. He's married. He has a kid, as you see, and he went from constantly grinding, constantly getting scammed by other courses, putting in all this work and nothing to show for it, not making any money, to now making 135K in a month. And now, even more importantly, he's actually present with his wife and his kids. Isn't that crazy? And we also have Paul. Like I said, another married guy. He's 37, but he made 67.5K in his biggest day, or 67.5K in his biggest month, and 39.5K in a single day, right? And he also has a Filipino daddy. Okay, I probably shouldn't say that, but he's married, and he also has someone supporting him or someone relying on him. And now he's able to be a present provider. We also have Megan, right? Megan went from 10K a month with her job to now making 33K a month in profit with her business, right? And that allowed her husband to literally leave the army, right? Who knows what would happen? I'm not going to wood, but maybe the husband, I don't know, would have went to battle and all that. But now she was able to save her husband's life and be able to provide for the entire family because she took matters into her own hands with AI. And then we also have Issa. Issa, not as impressive as everybody else, but still something. He went from skeptical, then burned by other courses, to landing his first $1,500 client in 2 weeks. And then we have Levin. Okay, Levin's on the younger side. Levin is a 16-year-old kid. How many of you guys are 16 or older? Let me know in the chat. Because Levin, at 16, looks like that. It's a little small, but he landed a 17,000 USD profit client, as you see with this bank screenshot right here. Isn't that insane? Isn't that nuts? And it's all because, again, of AI. And then finally, we have Yassine. Okay, Yassine's around like 18 when he first started, and he made a bet with his dad. He told his dad, if I hit 10K a month, I won't have to go to college. I'm not going to college. And his dad was like, yeah, whatever. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're not going to make 10K a month. That's impossible. And guess what? At 18, Yassine made 12K in a month. And by 19, a year later, he made $32,000 profit in a single month. So let's just say bro never had to go to college. Okay, so let me know, chat. Who do you resonate here with the most? Like, which story do you see yourself in and that you can relate to? Because if you can relate to one of these people, it's already proven on their situation that this could work for you too. And so who am I to tell you this, okay? I'm just like some random Asian broccoli head kid, right? No. Because I made $157K at 22 with my agency, and I made $104,000 in a single month with my new software company at 24. So I built two separate $100K a month businesses by the age of 24. And not only that, my clients and my students have generated over $10 million online. Isn't that insane? So this is real. This isn't rented. I'm not renting a Lamborghini. I'm not renting anything. This is all real because this is all proven from results. And so guys, just to show you, 460,000 people follow my work on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And it's not from just dancing or entertainment, but I show people my actual work. We're talking real DMs, real sales calls, real revenue, real systems. And that's amassed over 75 million views on Instagram. But let me make this relevant to you because it's not all about me. Because I was on your path too. All right. I was a son of Filipino immigrants. If you guys don't know anything about being Filipino or Asian, your parents expect you to be successful. They do not want to have a son as a bum. Okay. They want to make sure they have a successful kid who could hold their own. And so I went to the University of Virginia, one of the top public schools in America. I got a Microsoft software engineering internship. I was top 10 GPA in my high school class. Yes, I'll say that again. Top 10. And I did everything right. But here's the thing. I got a D plus in psychology in college and everything changed. And so this is one of my original mentors. And so I'm not going to tell you like everything he taught me, but if there was one thing he taught me that could apply to you, he told me to feel the fear and do it anyway. Because I know making money online is scary. I know trying to start something new or do something a new way that you never done before is terrifying. But he told me to feel that fear and do it anyway. And 3 days later, I made my first $2,000 online. A month later, I made my first $10,000 a month. And a little side note, now me and my mentor, we're kind of friends now, right? We talk regularly. So guys, are you going to promise me as well to feel this fear and do it anyway, even if it's scary, even if it's overwhelming? Give me do it anyway in the chat if you are going to do this anyway, even if it's scary. And so the tables have turned, guys, because now I went from like working with mentors to people wanting to work with me. Like your favorite creators online, like this guy, pretty famous agency guy, said, hey, brother, we should collab. This other guy, pretty famous guy, said we're creating a program and he wanted me to be a coach in it. But of course, I don't want to make his dream a reality. I want to make my dream a reality. So I'm not chasing opportunities anymore because opportunities are chasing me. And so even successful people want to learn this. This guy is a pretty famous e-commerce influencer, and he asked me to do one-on-one consulting to learn my exact systems. And also, some of your favorite creators also learn from me. I'm not saying I'm like their mentor or anything, but if any of these guys, if any of you guys know Mino Lee or Scott Ho, let me know in the chat if you do. Totally cool if not. All right, they text me all the time if they need any business advice or if they need any business sauce. So the people you follow for business advice or the people you follow for content advice, they come to me for advice. And so when you build something real, right, great things happen. All right, look at this guy, Braxton Piku. All right, Braxton, oh, one sec. Braxton, wait, one sec, guys. My screen crashed a little bit. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. There we go. Oh, sorry, guys. One sec. All right, here we go. Anyways, Braxton has 1.5 million followers on TikTok. All right, he said, no way you follow me, LOL. I've been watching your stuff for a while now. Love what you do and keep it up. And it's not just dudes either. If you guys don't know, like I've been saying, I'm Filipino, and Miss Universe Philippines actually follows me. Isn't that crazy? But I don't follow back because I have my dream girl already. And so here's why this matters to me. Is in December 2020, my mom actually got diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And so this is me texting my friend real time. But usually when it's the nighttime and when I'm in the shower, just lying in bed, I think about a lot of shit. And it just hurts and depressing me about it all and the worries my mom and dad are going through. So I was going through a real tough time. But a few days later, right, I was able to pay for my mom's cancer treatment. And there's a 99.999% chance that the cancer never comes back. And so that's why I do what I do. And so obviously you guys see all the success, but I've failed a lot too. In 2019, I lost money on digital marketing, right? I got scammed from a course. Later, I got scammed again, $900 following Gary Vee's eBay advice. So I was just ready to accept the corporate life forever, keep working on Microsoft. I tried and failed, just like you probably have, but then COVID hit and everything changed. So, guys, imagine for a moment, real quick. Let's say I had a time machine and I brought you to the exact point where you mastered everything I'm about to show you today. What would your life look like? Would you be able to wake up without an alarm, check your phone, have new clients booked while you slept, family notices you're different, you're lighter, you're present, that constant background anxiety gone? Let me know in the chat. What would you do with that freedom? Because on this free class, you'll discover the operator versus owner trap that keeps smart, hardworking professionals stuck for years. Why every side hustle you tried made the same critical mistake, and a hint, it's not your work ethic. And the three-part structure wealthy people have used for centuries to build income without trading time. And you'll also see the exact moment I discovered why my failures weren't my fault, and neither are yours. A vending machine analogy that will change how you think about income forever. The reason AI side hustles fail, everyone except the people who know what I'm about to show you. And number 4, something I've never shared publicly before. Plus, I'll show you the exact AI system that sends 30 to 50 personalized messages per day while you sleep, and I'll demo it live. I'll show you a profit calculator spreadsheet so you know your margins before you close a single deal. Why Joao, a guy who trains $3 million a month sales teams, said this was better than Jeremy Minor. The real story of how I paid for my mom's cancer treatment and why I do what I do. And then finally, a fill in the blanks pitch formula I've never given away before. All right, if that sounds good with you, give me good in the chat. And so let me talk about the 5 obstacles that stop success. Because again, I know you guys. A lot of you guys already have these doubts in your head, and you're probably thinking one of these 5 things on why you can't do this. So let me explain all of them. So number 1 is money. I can't afford it. Number 2 is time. I don't have enough hours. Number 3 is ability. What if I'm not smart enough? Number 4 is confusion. Would I even start? And number 5, what if I fail again? So let me destroy each one of those right now. And if you're feeling any of these 5, give me a me in the chat and let me know. So number 1, it takes money to make money. I'm sure we've all had this belief. But if that were true, I'd never have made my first dollar online at 19 with nothing but a laptop and an internet connection. And more importantly, one of my students, Ro, who's worked with me when he was $8,000 in debt. Okay, he has $8K in debt. He had no savings, and he could only afford the first payment working with me on a credit card. So he literally maxed out his credit card to work with me. And 45 days later, he made $20K a month profit. And now he works 3 hours a day, and he traveled to Costa Rica, the Philippines, Texas, all over the world, San Diego, all because, again, he locked in and learned the model I'm about to show you guys. Also, number 2, I don't have enough time. Guys, this requires 5 to 10 hours per week, and that's it. One of my students, Kyle, he was working a full-time job, and he makes $72,000 a month while traveling to 15 countries in 2 years, all because AI prospects while you're at your job and the team fulfills while you're at dinner. And what if I'm not good enough? Guys, if eggheads and techies succeeded, the PhDs would have all the money. Like, look at Mikhail. All right, Mikhail is 17 years old, just graduated high school. He was working at Dunkin' at $14.75 an hour, and now he's making $2,400 a month profit at 17. That's not like a millionaire status, but that is life-changing enough to make a difference in his life. And if a 17-year-old from Dunkin' could do this, do you see yourself doing this too? Because where do I even start? All right, because I know you're being pulled 1,000 different ways by 1,000 different opportunities. Jack felt the same way. Jack was trying to start an online business, and he was looking at all these different opportunities. And so he started at 18 as an Amazon warehouse worker. He was making $20 an hour working 4 to 8 a.m. shifts. And so he watched my content for a year before joining. But guess what? He finally just locked in and just picked a path to start. And now he's making thousands from his laptops. So from an Amazon warehouse to location-free income, all because he just picked one path and went all in. So I want everybody here to do the same. Okay, give me all in the chat if you're all in learning what I'm about to teach you and implementing. And so obstacle number 5, this is fear. And this one is probably the biggest, and I need your help with it. You will screw up. You will make mistakes. You will do something wrong, and you'll do it all the way to the bank. But guys, let me know in the chat right now. I'm reading the chat right now. Type in the chat, fear won't keep me poor. All right, type this in the chat right now. I know we went over this earlier, but type it again. Fear won't keep me poor. Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna take a quick little water break. And then again, I'm gonna show you guys this is all live. 6:17 p.m. Central Time, January 29th. But type fear won't keep me poor in the chat. And if I am like saying the same thing over and over, the chat's like 15 seconds behind. So I gotta wait for all the answers to come in. So Robert, Say, Sanjay, Killian, Adrian, Patrick, Oliver, Dagish, Katie, Paul, Jonas, Thomas, Sanjay, Sim, Merlin, Kevin, Abdi. All right, cool. All right, again, lock in. Fear won't keep us poor. And so close your eyes for a moment, like genuinely, just close your eyes, just give it like 30 seconds. Trust me. Picture this. All right, everybody close your eyes real quick. Picture this. 6 months from now, you open your banking app and you see an extra $2,000 to $4,000 deposited. Money you didn't trade your evenings for. Money that came in while you were at your kid's soccer game. And now you go to work differently. Not because your job got better, but because you have options. You could survive a layoff. You could take a pay cut for a better role. You could say no to the BS without fear, and you could actually negotiate. And so that is what we're building today. So everybody open their eyes. All right, you can open your eyes now. Because here's how fast this happens. 30 days from now, your AI is live and sending outreach. First qualified conversations in your inbox. Core training completed. You might already have your first client. And 90 days from now, you have 2 to 3 paying clients at 2 to 4K a month profit each. You have your fulfillment team handling all deliverables. Confidence on sales calls, which are easier than you thought. And your spouse has seen you hit the first payment, or she's seen the first payment on your phone. This isn't someday. This is the next 90 days. So type 90 days if you could see yourself hitting these milestones. And so now, finally, after a good 18 minutes of intro, let's finally get into the sauce. And so this is the AI owner model, how to build leverage income in 5 to 10 hours a week without quitting your job, without cold calling, and without sacrificing family time. Let's begin. So your path to 2 to 4K a month profit, it's 4 simple steps. Number 1 is the trap, why you're stuck. Number 2 is the model, which is the solution. Number 3 is AI acquires while you work. And number 4, the team delivers while you live. So 4 simple steps we're going to lock in for the next 45 minutes. And I'm going to give you guys complete clarity on how to implement this new AI business model. So step number 1, the operator versus owner trap. So why every side hustle you tried has either left you tired, broke, or both. And so there's something called the golden handcuffs, where you did everything right. The degree, job, promotions. On paper, you're living the American dream. In reality, you feel like, I exist to pay bills. The golden handcuffs are real. The salary, the PTO, the benefits. It's so good, I can't leave. And my family gets leftover energy. The exhausted version of me after work takes everything else. So you don't hate your income, but you hate the dependency on it. If this is you, give me in the chat right now. If you relate to this, give me in the chat. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. You've been told to start a side hustle. So you tried drop shipping and spent thousands on ads and made nothing. You tried real estate, but you have no capital and you have no time to learn. You want to try freelancing, but it becomes a second job. You want to try Amazon FBA, but it's inventory headaches and thin margins. And maybe you tried ChatGPT side hustles and maybe you made $47 after 40 hours. Does this sound familiar? Give me yes in the chat if any of these sound familiar or if you tried any of these. Because it wasn't your fault. You're not lazy. You're not dumb. You're not cut out for this. You're just playing the wrong game. The game where your hours equals your income. That game is rigged against you. And so there are only 2 types of people trying to build income outside of their jobs. We have number 1 is what I call an operator, right? They do the work. They find clients, deliver service, handle problems. The only problem is that if you're already working a job on top of this, you're basically working 2 jobs, right? And you're exhausted after your first job. How are you going to do the second job? But we also have owners, right? And owners design systems, build assets, collect profits, make decisions, and the result is actual leverage. So let me know in the chat, what have you been trying to become? Have you been trying to become an operator where you basically work a second job? Or have you been actually trying to own a business that actually makes money without that much time? Let me know in the chat. Because think about it this way. I always like to call it the surgeon versus the hospital owner. The surgeon has incredible skill. They save lives, they make great money. But if they stop showing up, the income stops. They are the business, they're an operator. But think about a hospital owner, right? And a hospital owner didn't buy the hospital to perform surgeries, they bought an asset, right? We're talking surgeons who operate, nurses who care for patients, administrators who manage. They collect profits whether they show up or not, whether they're on vacation to Bali or Dubai, whether they're sick, or whether they just want to spend more time with their wife and kids, right? They collect money anyways because the business runs without them. Type I see it if this clicks for you right now. Let me know in the chat. And so here's the operator's math problem. Your day has 24 hours, but let's do the math together. Your 24 hours, right? If you work a 9 to 5, that's already 8 to 10 hours of your day, right? If you have a lunch break, 8 to 10 hours. You have to commute too. So usually that's about 1 to 2 hours to drive to your job. You also have to sleep, all right? Because guys, I need you guys to sleep, right? I want you to be healthy human beings. That's another 6 to 8 hours. And then also you still need to spend time with your family, your loved ones. You still need to eat. You still need to live your life. And that's another 4 to 6 hours. So if we do the math, that's 19 to 26 hours in a day. And there's only 24 hours in a day anyway. So what's left for a side hustle? And so really what's left for a side hustle is maybe 1 to 2 hours a day. Maybe if you skip the gym, if you skip relaxation, and if you skip everything that makes life worth living. And that's the trap. And so the operator's trap is if your hours are the bottleneck for making more money, you will never get ahead. It's not a mindset problem. It's simply a logistical problem. Like you just don't have enough time in your day. But what if you didn't have to do the work? I know that sounds crazy. I know, like, what is this, a magic pill? And this is not a magic pill, guys. There still is a little bit of work to do. But you've been told your whole life that hard work is the answer. But what if there was a different path, right? We're talking like the owner's morning at 6:45 a.m., your alarm goes off. You reach for your phone, not to scroll social media, but to check your dashboard. And you see 3 new discovery calls booked, 12 conversations in progress, 47 prospects reached overnight. You didn't do any of this. The AI did it while you slept. And so your week as an owner, Monday, you check the dashboard, 15 minutes. Tuesday, you have a discovery call, 30 minutes. Wednesday, you close a $3,000 a month deal, 30 minutes. Thursday, you check delivery, 15 minutes. Friday, you have another discovery call, 30 minutes. And the weekend, you have off for family. You could rest. You could live your life. So total is 5 hours. And I know it's like a little blocked off, but the result is $3,000 a month. And you keep $1,750 a month after fulfillment, all from just that amount of time. So the transformation, you go from trading time to owning a system. You go from doing all the work to reviewing opportunities. You go from always being behind to always growing. You go from no options to real options. You go from exhausted to energized, and you go from stuck to being free. So let me know, chat, which column do you want to be in? Let me know. Give me left or right. Which column would you rather be? And so here's a little commitment check. Before I show you how to become an owner, I need you to know, do you agree, or I need you to commit? Do you agree that being an operator, doing everything yourself, is a dead end for someone with a full-time job and family responsibilities? Let me know in the chat. Give me dead end in the chat right now. If you agree that being an operator, doing everything yourself, is a dead end for someone with full-time job and family responsibilities. Let me know. Give me dead end in the chat if you agree. Dead end in the chat. Paul says dead end. Robert says this brick wall. Patrick, Thomas, Say, Adrian, Sanjay, Lawrence, DeJeese, Killian. All right, cool. So 3 quick questions, guys. Do you see why trading your hours for dollars would never scale? Give me a yes in the chat if you do. Would you prefer a system that works while you're doing other things? And number 3, are you open to learning a different approach, even if the challenge is what you've been taught? If yes to all 3, type all yes in the chat right now. If all 3 are yes, give me all yes in the chat right now. And again, friendly reminder, guys, this is all live. This is January 29th, 6:25 p.m. Central Time for anybody that just hopped on. All right, I see all yes from Ghani. Say says all yes. Robert says all yes. Jonas says all yes. January says all yes. Cool name. Paul says all yes. Patrick says all yes. Amir says all yes. All right, cool. So here's the structure of every wealthy person's business. Every business has 3 parts: acquisition, where you get clients; fulfillment, where you deliver the service; and ownership, decisions plus profit. The trap, you've been trying to do all 3. But what if parts 1 and 2 were done for you? So that's step 1, right? We learned the trap, right? So you've been an operator doing all the work yourself. Your time is the bottleneck. 1 to 2 hours isn't enough. Every side hustle failed because the model is broken. And the solution, you need to stop operating and start owning. And so that's what we're going to be talking about next, the actual model. So step number 2 of 4, the AI owner model, the system for building 2 to 4K a month profit without doing the work yourself. So why this opportunity exists now, and why it didn't exist 3 years ago. So before 2023, guys, this is kind of crazy. AI couldn't have human quality conversations because chatbots were clunky and obvious. It would be like, here's the kicker. And they would have like all these emojis. And it would just be so obvious. It's like AI and a robot is talking to you. And so also like building lead gen systems costs over $10,000 because you needed developers, copywriters, tech people, and accessing elite fulfillment talent was impossible because you couldn't compete with established agencies. This opportunity exists for regular professionals literally 2 years ago. But then the AI tipping point happened. AI can now have natural human quality conversations. Prospects can't tell if it's a person or not, right? It actually sounds like a friend texting you. And also what took 10K to build now costs almost nothing. Technology is accessible to everyone. And also remote talent globalization changed everything. You can plug into world-class sales teams or world-class teams all over the world. A new model became possible for the first time in history. And so it's the AI owner model where AI finds clients for you 24/7. You have a 7-figure team doing all the work for those clients. And you are just the owner of the business where you just have to work a simple 5 to 10 hours a day to collect all the profits. You don't do the work, you own the system. Okay, so here's how it works. AI finds and reaches prospects automatically. AI qualifies and books calls automatically. You just have to have simple conversations that are 30 minutes each on Zoom, and you don't even need to show your face, by the way. Then you close the deals because these people that show up, the business owners that show up to the Zoom, are already hot. They're already qualified. The AI already found the perfect person that wants to hop on a Zoom with you. So it's really easy. You close a deal by following a simple 30-minute script. The team delivers the service, which you hand off, and then you collect the profit. And then you just rinse and repeat. So your involvement is really just steps 3, 4, and 6. Steps 1, 2, and 5 are all done through AI and a fulfillment team. So here's what you're actually selling, because I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, okay, you're talking about clients, but what tangibly am I selling these business owners? So you're selling AI automation for local businesses. So here's some problems local businesses have. They have missed calls and they lose customers. So what do you offer? You offer an AI chatbot that works 24/7, right? Maybe they have slow follow-up and the leads go cold and they miss out on a lot of money from people that were interested, but they weren't able to respond fast enough. So you have an AI appointment setter. Maybe they don't have automation and they can't scale. So you build an AI follow-up system. So what they pay is around $25,000 to $5,000 a month, and you keep 50 to 75% profit after you outsource to a fulfillment team to do all the work for you. So you don't need to learn any of this. You just need to partner up with the right team that can do all the work under your name. And so who buys this? Local businesses drowning in missed opportunities. We're talking dentists, chiropractors, med spas, HVAC companies, roofing contractors, real estate agents, home services, gyms, and fitness. Like, guys, no cap. Like, I literally went to a restaurant last week and the marketing guy literally came up to me because I have my camera. It's like, hey, like, do you know how to run ads? Because I don't really know how to do this. And like, I'm not really familiar about the whole AI thing. And so guess what? Even when I was eating at dinner and I just had my camera, he didn't even know me, right? He still wanted to work with me because businesses are drowning in all these opportunities. Because there are millions of these businesses and less than 5% have AI automation. And so here's a day in your life as an owner. So 7 a.m., you check your dashboard for 5 minutes to see 2 new calls booked. 8 a.m., you leave your job, AI keeps working. 12 p.m., you have a lunch break check for just 10 minutes, 3 conversations handled. 6 p.m., you have dinner with your family, AI is still working. 8 p.m., you have your discovery call, 30 minutes, prospects are ready to buy. 8:30 p.m., you close a $3,000 a month deal and you hand off to the team. And then 9 p.m., you relax and you're done for the day. So the total work, guys, is 45 minutes. And the result is $3,000 a month close, right? Can you imagine yourself doing this? Give me a yes in the chat. And so here's the compound effect. In month 1, let's say you land 2 clients. That's $3,500 a month profit. But you're not restarting from zero because this is monthly recurring revenue. So every month you're building on the next month. So month 2, let's say you land 2 more clients. That's 4 clients. That's $7,000 a month profit. Month 3, you land another 2 clients. That's 6 clients at $10,500 a month profit. Month 4, you land 2 more clients. That's 8 clients, $14,000 a month profit. And month 5, 10 clients. Now you have $17,500 a month profit. And so month 6, one last time, 2 more clients, 12 clients at $21,000 a month profit. So the time investment is still 5 to 10 hours a week, but this is what leverage looks like because you're stacking recurring revenue, recurring income month after month without having to land new clients if you don't want to. And so let me get a quick little commitment check. Does the AI owner model make sense, guys? So again, AI handles acquisition. You don't chase leads. Team handles fulfillment. You don't do delivery. You handle ownership 5 to 10 hours a week. Can you see how this could create 2 to 4K a month profit? Type, I get it if the model is clear. Again, I'm going to take a quick little water break, but type, I get it if the model is clear. All right. And again, just so you guys know, this is all live January 29, 6:31 p.m. Central Time. I'm just saying that just in case anybody new's hopped in and they don't know if this is live or not. Roy says, yes, sir. Adrian says, I get it. Killian says, I get it. Patrick says, I get it. Paul says, makes sense. I get it. I see a lot of get it in the chat. Sweet, sweet. So step 2 is complete. We've gone over the trap. We've gone over the model. More specifically, we've gone over the AI plus team plus owner equals the model that works. You sell AI automation to local businesses. Clients pay $2,500 to $5,000 a month. You keep 50 to 75% profit. And your role, conversations and decisions, not work. So let's go over step 3, AI acquires. So you guys remember Gabe from earlier, the guy that literally had to ask his parents for grocery money, and now he makes $84K a month with the bank receipt? Well, let me tell you what was happening before. He tried Joel Kaplan's program, which is like another coaching program. It didn't work. He tried Iman Gadzi's program, the rich guy on YouTube. It didn't work. Making $500 a month after 18 months of trying, and he had to ask parents for grocery money, and he was depressed watching friends succeed. At one point, guys, none of his friends came to his birthday party. Can you imagine how embarrassing that is? None of his friends came to his birthday party because they all saw him as a bum. Isn't that sad? But again, he worked his ass off, and thanks to AI, is now making 80K a month profit. And let's just say he has friends coming to his birthday party now. And he was doing everything the gurus told him, and he wasn't getting anywhere. But what changed for Gabe, it was before he was an operator. He was doing all the work himself. He was trading hours for dollars, running on the hamster wheel. Every client meant more of his time. But after he became an owner of an AI business, AI finds prospects while he slept. Team delivered while he relaxed. His job equals conversation plus decision. And every client equals more profit while still keeping the same time. So in 3 to 4 months, he went from $500 a month to $80,000 a month profit. So guys, type clear as day in the chat if this distinction between operator and owner makes sense. Type clear as day. And so here's how AI handles acquisition, right? Because it finds, qualifies, and books client 24/7 while you're at your day job. So let's go over it specifically. So the old way of getting clients, you had to cold call, which is so crushing and low conversion. I don't know if any of you guys tried cold calling. That shit sucks. We also have door knocking, which is time consuming and exhausting. We have networking events, hit or miss, hours wasted, manual follow-up, endless spreadsheets, content creation takes months to see results. So the result is you become the bottleneck. Leads dry up when you stop working. But the AI way, AI reaches out for you, personalized at scale. AI qualifies automatically, filters time wasters. AI books calls while you sleep. The calendar fills up. AI follows up forever. Never forget, never quits. Leads come to you pre-sold and ready. The result is leverage. The system works even when you don't. And so here's the AI outreach system. Step 1, AI identifies ideal businesses, local businesses without AI automation. Step 2, AI crafts personalized outreach, not spam, but relevant, valuable messages. Step 3, AI engages in conversation, answers questions, handles objections. Step 4, AI qualifies the lead, make sure they're actually a fit. And step 5, AI books the call directly into your calendar, all while you're with your family, eating dinner, or sleeping or working at your day job. And so here's a real conversation of this AI, because I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, how does this tangibly work? And so for all my guys on mobile, I apologize. It's a little bit small, but I will just read it for you so you don't have to like squint your eyes to be able to read it. So this is one of my students, Leon. And funny enough, Leon actually works with me now. But when Leon was a student for me and he still actively runs his business, right? He has an AI sending all the messages for it. So look at this guy. He messaged a personal trainer, Equo Fitness. And so Leon's AI said, "Hello, Marco. I'm loving what you're doing with your business." And then the guy says, "Hi, Leon. Thank you very much. I try to put all my passion in it. I see that you are a Ninja Warrior athlete. Super cool. I never tried it, but maybe one day." And so then the AI is superhuman, right? And sounds like a real person, right? The AI says, "Thanks, Marco. Appreciate that. I've been connecting with a lot of wellness businesses lately. How's the new year been treating you? And what's been your main focus so far?" The guy says, "Everything's been great so far. Thanks. My one and only focus for now is to grow bigger for my business a day at a time." And so then the AI says, "Love that focus. What do you feel has been the biggest thing slowing you down from growing the business the way you want?" So notice how the AI is tailoring the combo toward exactly what the guy says. So he says, "Well, right now, don't have much clients, so maybe my marketing sales, don't know for sure." Then the AI says, "Makes sense. Would you be opposed to a quick call to dig into your marketing and sales together and see if I could help you get more clients?" And then the guy says, "Right now I can't, but maybe we could schedule one, blah, blah, blah." And then he asks, like, is the call free or what's the catch? So then the AI could objection handle as well. The AI says, "Totally fair. The call is 100% free, and the goal is to give you a clear game plan to get more clients. If you want to pick a time that works for you here, here's a link. Just let me know when you're set so I confirm on my end too." So then the guy says, "Okay, I signed up for a meeting tomorrow at 17 if you want to check." And then boom, he booked a call. And then like I said, if the AI already has this entire conversation, this isn't a cold lead anymore. This is a person that actively wants to grow their business and is actively seeking a solution, which is why he's hopping on the call. You're not cold calling anymore. You're having people basically come to you through AI. And so they hop on a Zoom, as you see here, and then Leon closes this guy for thousands of dollars per month, as you see here. He sent over the Stripe payment link, and the guy's paid. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that insane, right? This is not like some pre-body conversation. It's natural conversations, no hard selling. The payment lands in his account. Type different, guys, if this changes your perception on how to get a client, or if this changes your perception on client acquisition. Because everybody tells you to cold call, cold DM, do this, do that. But what if you could just have AI literally get you a client, right? Type different if this changes your perception on everything. And so here's the power of scale. You manually, maybe you could send 10 to 20 outreach messages per day. AI could send 30 to 50 personalized messages per day. You manually, maybe 2 to 3 follow-ups before giving up. AI has unlimited follow-ups until it responds. You manually, you forget to follow up after 3 days, and AI never forgets ever. At this scale, the numbers work in your favor, right? Even a 10 to 20% response rate is still around 8 to 10 conversations a day. And so every morning as an AI owner, at 6:45 a.m., your alarm goes off. You grab your phone. You see 3 new discovery calls booked, 12 conversations in progress, 47 prospects reached overnight. You didn't send a single message. The AI did while you slept. And so you have a new confidence. You go to work differently now. Your boss asks you to stay up late. You have options. You don't need to say yes anymore. Your colleague complains about bills. You have extra income, which means less stress. The company announces layoffs and you're building something. You're not desperate. This isn't about hating your job. It's just about having options. And so 3 questions, guys. Number 1 is you want qualified leads coming to you, right? Give me a yes in the chat. Not chasing strangers who don't want to talk. You prefer this happen automatically while you're at work or with your family. Give me another yes in the chat. And if I showed you exactly how to set this up, would you actually implement it? If yes to all 3, give me another all 3 yes in the chat. All right, again, if yes to all 3, getting leads to come to you automatically, and would you actually implement this if I showed you how? Give me all 3 yes in the chat if yes. I'm gonna take another water break. So we got Jonas, Amir, Say, Patrick, Julio, Amir, Adrian, Sabri, Alian, Dagish, Hero. All right, awesome. So here's your AI dashboard, and this is what you see every day. So prospects reached, 847 this week. Conversations active, 23. Calls booked, 7 this week. Response rate, 3.2%. Everything in one place, and it takes 5 minutes to review. And so your actual work and acquisition. So here's what AI does. AI finds prospects. It sends outreach. It handles conversation, qualifies leads, and books calls. What you do is you literally just show up to the calls, have conversations, and close deals. That's it, right? If you could see yourself doing that, give me a me in the chat. If you could see yourself literally doing these 3 things, what AI does the rest of the work. And so that's step 3. All right, again, we gone over the trap, we gone over the model, we just went over how AI acquires. Again, how AI handles all prospecting, over 30 to 50 messages per day. AI qualifies and books calls automatically. You show up for pre-sale conversations and the system works while you sleep. So let's talk about how the team delivers, the final step. So remember how Daniel, right, that guy who made 76K in a month in 60 days? Well, Daniel closed 6K on a single call. And it's all because he texted me, right? He said, I texted Renzo while I was on a sales call, got an answer right on the spot, and that helped me close a $6,000 client. So the old model will be you hang up, you watch training, post in Facebook groups and wait 3 days. But with our model and with our system, right, we have real-time support where we answer in seconds and you could close a deal live. Right? This isn't a course. This is a team in your corner. So type game changer if real-time support would help you. Because look at Daniel, he made 96K in 2 weeks from all the support he gets. And also look at Gabe. Gabe literally said, it literally felt like I was being handheld. Gabe tried Joel Kaplan. He tried Eamon Gadzi. Nothing worked. And then he joined DropService. And this is what he said. The customer service that DropService has is on another level. It literally felt like I was being handheld. And he went from 500 a month to 80K profit months. The same guy, but different support system and different results. So type support matters in the chat if you experience that. And so let's get into step 4. How the team handles fulfillment. World-class delivery while you live your life. So what kills most side hustles? You close a deal, great. But now you have to build the thing, which is 10 to 20 hours. Deliver the service, which is ongoing. Provide support to every question. Handle problems when things go wrong. Maintain quality continuously. So 1 client equals over 20 hours of work. 2 clients are underwater, and 3 clients you simply burn out. And so that's the reason people quit. It's because they don't quit because they can't get clients, especially with AI now. They quit because they can't handle success. Client number 1, you're excited. Like your first client, holy shit, you're making money. But client number 2, you're spending so much time, you're stressed. Client number 3, you're overwhelmed. Client number 4, you're drowning. And client number 5, while you're sleeping, you can't go to sleep because you have so much anxiety because you're thinking, this isn't worth it. They quit at that moment of potential. And so that's where the 7-figure fulfillment team comes in. What if you didn't have to deliver anything? We're talking a team with $1 million in revenue in AI automation services, 30 plus successful client deployments, proven systems and processes, dedicated support staff. You close deals, they handle everything else. You never build anything and you never have the stress because you have a team doing the work. And so here's the handoff process. You close a $2,500 deal with a dentist. What happens next? You You submit client info, which is a 5-minute form. Team contacts client within 24 hours. Team gathers requirements. Team builds the AI system. Team launches and tests. Team provides ongoing support. You get paid. Your involvement after handoff is literally zero. So what the team builds for your clients? All right, we're talking custom AI chatbots trained on your clients' businesses, appointment booking automation, lead follow-up sequences, integration with their systems, testing and optimization, ongoing support and maintenance. So the timeline's around 2 to 3 weeks, and the quality is world-class. Like I said, we've had over 30 deployments that keep paying us month after month. And so this is the owner's experience, right? Week 1, you close Dr. Johnson, handoff, done. Week 2, team is building, you close another deal. Week 3, Dr. Johnson's system launches. This is amazing. I'm already seeing more bookings. And week 4, payment clears, you move on to the next opportunity. You never built anything. You never provided support. Your client is thrilled. You got paid. And again, this is the owner's experience. This is how you build real leverage. You have AI getting clients and you have a fulfillment team doing all the work for you. And so this is how you scale without stress, because as an operator, more clients equals more stress. But as an owner, more clients equals more income with the same effort. So month 1, you have 2 clients, it's 5 hours a week total. Month 3, you have 8 clients, it's 5 to 7 hours a week total. And month 6, 20 clients, you have 8 to 10 hours a week total. The team scales, you don't have to. So guys, type owner in the chat if this is all clear. All right, give me owner in the chat if this is all clear. I want to make sure you guys are following along. But how does the money work? So let me show you the economics, full transparency. So let's say you charge a client $2,500 a month. The fulfillment fee is a flat fee of $1,250. So if you charge $2,500 a month, you keep 50% as profit, $1,250 a month. If you charge $3,000 a month, the fulfillment fee still stays at $1,250. So you actually make $1,750 a month profit, which is 58% profit margins. If you charge $3,500 a month, that's $2,250 a month profit. And if you charge $5,000 a month, that's $3,750 a month profit. So the fee is flat. So the more you charge, the more you keep. Type makes sense if you see how this works. And so here's the complete picture. So AI handles acquisition. You don't chase leads. The team handles fulfillment. You don't deliver. And number 3, you handle ownership 5 to 10 hours a week. This is how employed professionals build 2 to 4K a month without a second job. Type I see the picture if this is crystal clear. And so this is how all 4 steps are complete. So we gone over the trap, the model, AI acquires, and team delivers. More specifically, we gone over how to escape the operator trap, how to understand the AI owner model. We have figured out how AI handles acquisition 24/7, and step 4, the team handles fulfillment. So you now know how this works. The question is, are you ready to do it? Let me know in the chat. Are you ready to do this? Because let me show you guys Joao. All right, Joao is $1 million sales coach, and he uses our systems. All right, so remember this guy? 7 clients in 1 week. He trains sales teams for companies doing 1 to 3 million a month. And he literally told me, most sales training teaches you to be pushy. Renzo teaches you to be diagnostic. The prospects sell themselves, especially with AI. So operators push, owners diagnose, operators convince, owners consult. So again, type I see it at the diagnostic approach. Makes sense. So let me recap what we covered, because we gone over a lot, and I still have way more to cover, by the way. But in the last 60 minutes, you learned more about building leveraged income than most people learn in years. Let's make sure it sticks. So in the last 60 minutes, you learned why you've been stuck in the operator trap, the math that makes hustle more impossible, the difference between trading time and owning systems, how wealthy people structure businesses, 3 parts, the AI owner model framework, how AI handles acquisitions 24/7, how a 7-figure team handles fulfillment, why this opportunity exists now with timing, the realistic income potential, 2 to 4K a month, and the exact weekly schedule, which is only 5 to 10 hours. So type learn something in the chat. If you learn at least one thing that could change your approach on how you'll be able to make money on the side. Again, type learn something in the chat. You also saw, though, over 7 testimonials of real people, real results, actual revenue dashboards and bank receipts, how the AI conversation system actually works, the exact handoff process to the fulfillment team, why past failures weren't your fault, the compound effect of recurring revenue, how to go from stuck to option rich in 6 months, and why being an owner beats being an operator always, all day, every day. So this is knowledge most people will never have. So type valuable in the chat if this has been worth your time so far. Give me valuable in the chat. I want to see if this has actually been valuable to you guys. Give me valuable in the chat if this has been worth your time. Again, I'll take a quick little water break while I'm waiting for you guys. Robert says valuable. Julio says valuable. Damon says valuable. Patrick says valuable. Killian says valuable. I love it. I love it. But here's the uncomfortable truth, guys. Knowledge alone doesn't change anything. You can know exactly how to get fit, and you could still be out of shape. You can know exactly how to save money and still be broke. And you can know exactly how to build income and still be stuck. Implementation is what creates results. Knowledge is just a map. Give me agree in the chat if you agree with this, right? Knowledge alone doesn't change anything, but implementation is what creates results. Give me agree right now. I want to make sure we're all on the same page because I told you guys what to do, but now we actually have to do it. So it's one thing to know, but it's another thing to implement. Do we agree with that? All right, we got Say, Patrick, Killian, Damian, Gani, Jonas, Eric, Jim, Thomas. All right, cool. So guys, before we continue, let me ask you guys a couple of things. Do you believe that being an operator, doing everything yourself is a dead end for someone with your responsibilities? I know I can't see you guys. I just burped. That's okay. I know I can't see you guys, but just nod. I can feel it. Just nod if you agree. Do you see how AI can handle acquisition, finding leads, qualifying them, booking calls without your constant involvement? Nod again if yes. Do you understand why having a proven team handling fulfillment is better than figuring it out yourself? Give me another nod. Do you want to build 2 to 4K a month in supplemental income without quitting your job or sacrificing family time? Type I want this if yes. Type I want this in the chat if yes. And are you willing to invest 5 to 10 hours per week to build something that creates real leverage and options in your life? Type willing in the chat now if yes. And if I showed you exactly how to get started, the training, the AI, the team, the support, would you be open to hearing about it? Type show me if you want to know. All right, give me show me in the chat right now. If I showed you exactly how to get started with the training, the AI, the team, and the support, would you be open to hearing about it? Give me show me in the chat right now. Show me in the chat. All right. Julio says show me. We got Gani, Jim, Say, Patrick, Killian, Juno, Thomas, Adrian, all right, Amir. So we got a bunch of show me's in the chat. So guys, you have two choices. Choice number one, you can leave with good info, go back to what you were doing before, and hope something changes. Let me tell you guys, it won't. Or choice number two, you can take action today, get the system, AI, and team, and actually implement and start building in 90 to 180 days. So 6 months from now, you'll be somewhere. The question is where? All right, so type choice 2 in the chat if you're ready for something different. And so introducing Drop Service AI, everything you need to implement the AI owner model in the next 90 days. So let me show you what's inside. And before I do, type ready in the chat if you want to see what's included. Give me ready in the chat if you guys are ready for this. I see a bunch of choice 2s in the chat. Obviously, chat is like 5-10 seconds behind, so I just got to wait. But let me know, are you guys ready for this? We got Gani, Julio, Jonas, Damian, Derek, Lucia, Patrick. All right, cool. So introducing Drop Service AI, the complete system to building 2 to 4K a month profit in 5 to 10 hours a week without quitting your job, without cold calling, without doing the fulfillment. And so here's what you get. 5 core components. The AI acquisition engine, number one, $4,997 worth of value. You get the training vault, which are 6 modules, $2,997 worth of value. You get the 7-figure team connection, $3,997 worth of value. You get the close ready client system, $1,997 worth of value. And you get the profit accelerator community, $1,997 worth of value. So the core value is $15,985 plus the 5 acceleration bonuses, which I'll go over, $2,685. So the total value of this entire system is $18,670. Let's break down each component. So component number one, the AI acquisition engine. So this is an AI system that prospects 24/7, handles rejection, and delivers qualified leads to your inbox while you're at your day job, eating dinner, or sleeping. So here's what you get. You get full AI setup and configuration, message templates that convert, lead qualification automation, response management system, and 24/7 operation that works while you sleep. So imagine this. You set up the AI system. Next morning, you got 3 calls booked while you slept. Next week, your pipeline is filling automatically. Next month, you're having conversations every week with pre-qualified prospects who want what you offer. You never sent a cold DM. You never made an awkward call. The AI did the work for you. We also have component number 2, the owner, not operator training vault. So this is a complete system for building a leveraged service business in 5 to 10 hours a week without becoming a salesperson, learning tech skills, or managing freelancers. So we're talking about module number 1, the service selection, which services sell. Module number 2, targeting mastery, find perfect fit clients. Module 3, AI setup and optimization, make it work for you. Module 4, consultative closing, sell without being salesy. Module 5, client success, keep them happy and paying. And module 6, scaling protocol from 2K a month all the way to 10K a month, and that's how you scale. And so here's what owners are saying about the training. Remember Daniel Kim, who literally made 96K in 2 weeks? He said the training is so clear, I went from having no idea what I was doing to closing my first client in 3 weeks. Module 4 is on closing, changed everything for me. Look at Joel. Joel said, I bought horses before that just sat there. This is different. It's actually usable. I follow the module step by step. So type confident if knowing the training is practical matters to you. And so we also have component number 3, the 7-figure fulfillment team connection, right? This is where you skip the freelancer lottery. You plug into the same fulfillment team that's delivered across a 7-figure operation. So what you get, direct team introduction, quality guarantee protocol, revision and escalation system, the same team behind a 7-figure agency. You close the client, we handle the work. You also have component number 4, the close-ready client system. You get word-for-word scripts, templates, and frameworks so you know exactly what to say on every message, every call, every objection. So here's what you get. Outreach message templates, over 50 of them. You get sales call scripts with a consultative approach. You have our objection handling bank, 47 objections answered. You get our proposal and pricing templates. You get our contract and agreement templates, and you get our client onboarding checklists. You never wonder, what do I say? And you also have component number 5, the Profit Accelerator community. So you surround yourself with other employed professionals building the same thing, sharing wins, get answers, stay accountable. So what you get is private community access, weekly group Q&A calls, win celebration and case studies, and a peer accountability system. You're not alone anymore. You have a tribe. And so let's add it up. The AI acquisition engine, $4,997 worth of value. The training vault, 6 modules, $2,997 worth of value. You have our 7-figure team connection, $3,997 worth of value. You have our close-ready client system, $1,997 worth of value. And we have our Profit Accelerator community, $1,997 worth of value, plus 5 acceleration bonuses I will go over very shortly for another $2,685. So the total value of all of this, guys, is $18,670. But you won't pay anywhere near that. And so what do people normally pay for this? So option 1, you could hire an agency to build this for you. It costs $25,000 to over $50,000 minimum. The timeline is 3 to 6 months to get set up. And the result, you still have to do the work. Most employed professionals can't afford this. And option 2, figure it out yourself, right? The cost is $10,000 to $15,000 in tools, courses, and mistakes. And the timeline is 12 to 24 months of trial and error. So the hidden cost is your time, which is priceless. So the result, maybe it works, probably it doesn't. And this is the grinded out path most people take, and it's also why people fail. Type try DIY in the chat right now if you wasted time and money figuring things out alone. So option 3, you could join Dropservice AI. So what would be fair? If this delivers 2 to 4K a month, that's 24 to 48K per year. A $10,000 investment will be a 2 to 5X return. And honestly, guys, I consider pricing it at $10,000 USD. Right? My team told me if I didn't do that, I'd be leaving money on the table. But guess what? I'm not charging $10,000, and I'm not even charging $8,000. Your investment to the program is going to be a 1-year access for $7,500. And with the 1-year access plan, we also have Klarna financing, where if you live in the United States, you'll be able to finance this into smaller monthly payments using Klarna for as little as $360 a month for 24 monthly payments if you use Klarna at checkout. Now, I know some of you guys aren't in the United States. So if you're not in the United States and you can't afford the full $7,500, we also have our member access plan, which is literally just a difference in pricing. And so for this plan, it's just going to be a simple $997 a month, where you could cancel anytime. So again, we have 2 options. You could join for a full year for $7,500. And for the year plan, again, we have Klarna financing to be able to split it up into 24 monthly payments of $360. Or again, if you don't live in the United States or you can't afford the full $7,500, we have $997 a month plan, which we call member access. So again, click the pop-up button down below or hit the link. But wait, there's more. When you join today, you also get 5 acceleration bonuses worth $2,685. These are not fluff. These are tools that will accelerate your success. So let me show you each one. And by the way, Robert and everybody else, this isn't Dropservice regular. This is a totally different program. So you're still going to have to join Dropservice AI. You don't get it included as part of it. And so bonus number 1, you get the first client in 30 days sprint. To close their first client within 30 days are 4.3x more likely to hit 5K a month within 6 months. So your first win creates momentum. This bonus is designed to create that win. So click the pop-up below or hit the link. And so what you get, day-by-day implementation checklist. Know exactly what to do each day. Priority action framework. Focus only on what moves the needle. Fast start templates, copy and paste ready. No guessing, just executing. This week accountability system. Stay on track without overwhelm. So hit the link. And imagine this. Day 1, the AI setup. Day 7, messages sent. Day 14, leads in inbox. And day 30, first client. And that's what the sprint creates. And here's proof. Omish landed his first 1,000-a-month client 24 hours in the program. Renee landed a $1,250 client in 4 days. And Issa landed a $1,500 client in 2 weeks. And that's all from the first client sprint that we have as our first bonus. So again, hit the link. And so what you have so far, We have the AI acquisition engine. We have the training vault, which are 6 modules. We have the 7-figure team connection, the close-ready client system, the profit accelerator community, and we have our first client sprint. So the total value is $16,982, and there's more. We also have the objection annihilator training. And so why this matters? Fear of rejection kills more deals than bad offers. I need to think about it. Can you send me more info? Let me talk to my partner. You'll hear these. Everyone does. And the question is, will you know what to say? And so what you get are 47 objections answered word for word, never freeze on a call. Right? Video breakdowns of each objection, understand why each response works, tone and delivery guidance, sound confident, not pushy, and practice scenarios rehearsed before real calls. So click the link. And so imagine this. You're on a discovery call. Prospect says, I need to think about it. The old you would have panicked. They would have stumbled. They would have lose the deal. The new you calmly responds with the exact reframe from objection number 23, and you close 2,500. So remember Daniel? He texted me mid-call for an objection handle, and he closed $6,000. This training gives you every handle, so click the link. And so what do you have so far? You have the AI acquisition engine, the training vault, the 7-figure team connection, close-ready client system, profit accelerator community, the first client sprint, objection annihilator. Most people plateau at 2 to 3 clients. They have 4 to 6K a month and get stuck. Why? Because they don't know how to scale without adding more hours. This playbook shows you how to go from 2K to 10K a month without burning out. So what you get is when to scale and when not to. Avoid premature scaling that kills businesses. The AI volume optimization. Get more leads without more time. Client retention systems. Keep clients longer and reduce churn. And team expansion blueprint optional if you want to build bigger. So hit the link. So imagine this. You're at 4K a month with 2 clients. You're feeling good, but you're stuck. With this playbook, month 6, you're at 8K a month with 4 clients at the same 5 to 10 hours a week. Without this playbook, month 6, you're still at 4K a month. You're frustrated and you're plateaued. Remember Gabe? Gabe went from $500 to 80K a month profit, and this playbook shows you how. So type think bigger in the chat if this bonus matters. And so what you have so far is the AI acquisition engine, the training vault with 6 modules, the 7-figure team connection, the close-ready client system, the profit accelerator community, the first client sprint, the objection annihilator, and the scale playbook. The total value of this is $18,176. And there are 2 more bonuses, and these are a little different. So we also have the spouse alignment communication kit. And so why this matters is I've seen marriages nearly break over business investments. You're spending like how much on what? So this kit gives you the exact framework to get your partner on board without conflict, skepticism, or I told you so risk. So here's what you get. You get the pre-conversation prep guide. Know what to say before you say it. The partnership investment frame. Position this as we, not just you. Risk reversal talking points. Addresses your fears proactively. Timeline and milestone agreements. Set expectations together. So again, click the link. And so imagine this. Instead of hiding this from your spouse, instead of having that fight later, or imagine this, instead of hiding this from your spouse, instead of having that fight later, you sit down together. You use the framework. They actually get it. You say, okay, I see it. Let's do this together. That's what this kit creates. Type alignment matters if this resonates with you. And so what you have so far is the AI acquisition engine, the training vault with 6 modules, 7-figure team connection, close-ready client system, the profit accelerator community, first client sprint, objection annihilator, scale playbook, and a spouse alignment kit. Total value, $18,473. But we got one final bonus for you guys, and that's this Tax Smart Income Quick Guide. And so this matters because nothing kills momentum like tax for you guys. And that's this Tax Smart Income Quick Guide. And so this matters because nothing kills momentum like tax panic. Like your accountant tells you, or you try to do your taxes on your own, and you're like, wait, I actually owe a lot. Wait, I owe how much? Should I have an LLC? What can I even deduct? This guy handles it all up front. So you just keep more of what you make. So here's what you get. You get the entity selection guide, which will determine if you need an LLC, an S Corp, etc. So you know which structure saves you money. We also have our deduction checklist, so you don't miss write-offs you're entitled to. We have a record-keeping system. You stay organized for tax time and when to get an accountant. No one DIY stops making sense. So how to keep more if this bonus matters. And I have to say this legally. I'm not a legal financial advisor. I can't tell you exactly what to do, but I'm just simply passing down what all my strategies and what I've done for my tax write-offs, etc., and just simply passing those same lessons down to you. And so everything you get, guys, right? We have Dropser's AI, the AI acquisition engine, $4,997 worth of value. You have our training vault with 6 modules, $2,997 worth of value. You have a 7-figure team connection, $3,997 worth of value. You have our close-ready client system, $1,997 worth of value. And we have our profit accelerator community, $1,997 worth of value. And then we also have our bonuses, which is our first client sprint, $997 worth of value. Our objection annihilator, $497 worth of value. Our scale without sacrifice, $697 worth of value. Our spouse alignment kit, $297 worth of value. And our Tax Smart Income Guide, $197 worth of value. So the total value of all of this, guys, is $18,670. And like I said, we have two different options you could do. You could join for a full year, which is our owner program, and you get everything above, 12 months full access. We also have an ROI guarantee, which I'll go over in a bit, where you get a full refund plus a $5,000 wire if you don't make your investment back and you implement everything I've said. And then after 1 year, you actually get it for cheaper monthly, as after a full year of access, then it's only $297 a month after. And we also have Klarna to be able to split it up into 24 monthly payments of around $360 if you live in the United States. And we also have member access, where again, if you don't live in the United States or you can't afford the full $7,500 for the year, then you could also just join for $997 a month. You get everything above, you cancel anytime, and you have maximum flexibility, and there's no long-term commitment. Oh, okay, so what if it doesn't work though? And that's a fair question, so let me remove all the risk. All right, so the ROI guarantee. So if you follow the system for 180 days and you do the work and you show up to the calls and you're specifically in the owner's program, this doesn't apply if you're part of the members $997 a month. But if you're part of the $7,500 for the year owner's program, then if you don't make your full $7,500 investment in client revenue, we'll give you a full refund of your $7,500 plus I'll wire you $5,000 for your time. Right? I literally put the money where my mouth is. You're literally guaranteed to be in a better spot if you join the year program, right? The owner's program. You literally cannot lose money unless you don't try. So click the link. We also have, what about member access? If you join as a member at $997 a month, your protection is flexibility. So you can cancel anytime. No contracts, no commitment. The max risk is just simply 1 month. So if it's not working, you just stop paying. Owners get the bigger guarantee and the great guarantee because they're making the bigger commitment. So I got to put the money where my mouth is for them. But members, because you're only putting 1 foot in, 1 foot out, only paying monthly, members get flexibility because that's what they want. So again, click the link. And so this isn't a gimmick. I've had to honor guarantees before, and I am prepared. If I need to, I can and I will honor this guarantee. And it's also going to be in a legally binding DocuSign, right? So I will literally get sued if I don't honor these guarantees because it is going to be written in a contract. So it's going to be crystal clear for you how to get the guarantee. But here's what I know will happen. You don't need it, right? You won't need it because when you follow the system, it works. Just ask Gabe, who made $80,000 a month profit. Daniel, who made $96,000 in 2 weeks. Joao, who landed 7 clients his first week. So again, click the link. And so why would you offer a guarantee like that? Because I know this works. Because I've seen it for 17-year-olds from Duncan, full-time university administrators, military spouses like Megan, people $8,000 in debt like Ro, people have failed everything else like Levin. If they could do it, you could do it. If you can't, I'll pay you. So again, click the link. And so I'm not asking you to decide yes or no. I'm asking you to make a fully informed decision. The only way to do that is from the inside, not the outside. So get on the inside, see if everything I've said is true, then decide if it's for you. You don't buy a house without looking at the inside first. So again, click the link. All right, so now let's address the elephants in the room. I know what you're thinking, and I'm going to address every objection you might have right now. If your objection survives this section, then maybe this isn't for you. But give me a chance to address it first. So I can't afford it. So again, that's why we have Klarna financing. Right? You could literally split this up into as little as monthly payments of 24 monthly payments of $360. That's less than $12 a day to build your exit plan. All you do is click the link and then on the checkout, select Klarna instead of a card. And it beats the alternative. Let's say you don't join. What's the alternative? Right? You work your job for 30 more years. You take on a second job at $15 an hour. You start another side hustle that fails. Right? You accept that this is just how life is. $7,500 to potentially change your financial future versus saying exactly where you are, which path actually costs more. So let's do the ROI math. Investment, $7,500. If you close 3 clients at $3,000 a month, that's $5,250 a month profit after fulfillment. The investment recovered is under 2 months. Every month after that is pure profit. So $5,250 times 12 months equals $63,000 a year in profit. And so the ROI is 740% in year 1. And so I don't have enough time. Remember the math from earlier? You have 1 to 2 hours of free time per day. The program is designed for that constraint, 5 to 10 hours per week, and that's it. The AI works while you're at your job. The team delivers while you're with your family. You should show up for calls and decisions. If you don't have 5 to 10 hours for your future, what do you have time for? So again, click the link. And so the 5 hidden hours. You already have the time, you just don't realize it yet. The average American spends per week over 20 hours on social media, 28 hours watching TV streaming, over 5 hours in fake busy work tasks. I'm asking for 5 to 10 hours. That's 1. How much time do you spend on Netflix streaming? The average American's over 4 hours a day. Social media scrolling averages over 2 hours a day. Random internet browsing, things that don't move you forward. I'm not judging. I do it too. But somewhere in there is 5 to 10 hours. It's about what you choose to prioritize. So again, click the link. And so I need to think about it. I respect that. Big decisions deserve thought. But let me ask you, what specifically do you need to think about? Is it the money? We address that. Is it the time? We address that. Is it whether it works? There's a guarantee. And is it whether it's right for you? That's valid. I need to think about it often means I'm scared to make a decision. And that's okay. Just be honest about it. So again, click the link. And so information won't change. Here's the truth. The information you have right now is the same information you'll have tomorrow and next week and next month. If you can't make a decision now, you probably won't make one later. The only thing that changes with time is that opportunities close. So again, click the link. And so will this work for me? Let me show you who this has worked for. A 17-year-old working at Dunkin', a 14-year-old who landed a client in his first month, a full-time university administrator, a military spouse with no business experience, someone $8,000 in debt, a 37-year-old married father who's now making $67K a month, and over 50-year-old career professionals. So the results are from ages 14 to over 50. So what makes your situation more complicated? Click the link. And so there's nothing special about them. But here's the truth. There's nothing special about the people who succeeded with this program. They're not smarter. They're not more talented. They're not better connected. They just decided to try. Then they did the work, and that's it. Can you decide to try? Can you do the work? Then you could succeed. Click the link. And so why do you care if I succeed? Guys, I'll be honest, I do have a selfish reason. I'm going to be real. I do have a selfish reason for this. Yes, I make money when you join, right? But I also make more money when you close clients because every client you land uses my fulfillment team. So a $3,000 a month client is a $1,250 a month monthly retainer to me, month after month, year after year. One client you keep for a year is worth more to me than your program fee. So your success is my recurring revenue, and that's why the support is ridiculous. So again, click the link. And you might also be wondering, but if you make money on fulfillment, why charge for the program at all? So fair questions, 2 reasons. Number 1, the program isn't free to run. All right, so we have the AI infrastructure, coaching calls, community, support team. That costs real money. But we're also number 2, the fee filters for serious people. When something is free, people don't take it seriously. They watch 2 videos and disappear. The people who invest upfront do the work. So serious people close clients, use fulfillment, and we all win. Everyone wins. But a free program equals a community of people who never take action. So again, click the link. And so what is money good for, guys? Because besides burning it to stay warm, money is only good for what you can exchange it for. Your hope every time you spend money is that what you get in return is better than keeping it. And so here's what I know about you. You need to exchange your money to improve your life. The question is, what do you need to know to feel confident in making this exchange? So again, click the link. So let's do the math. The system will save you at least 200 hours of figuring it out on your own. 7,500 over 200 hours is $37.50 an hour. If you value your time at more than $37.50 an hour, this is a screaming deal. Plus, you get income on top of time saving. So do you value your time above minimum wage? If you do, click the link. And so information alone isn't enough. Imagine your first day of high school. Your teacher walks in, drops a textbook, and says, read this, I'll be back in May to give you your finals. You wouldn't graduate because information alone isn't enough. You need tools, community, coaching, accountability, and that's what you get when you click the link. And so your struggle is real. Your struggle with inconsistent income is real, but when it's gone, how will you feel? Again, click the link. The stress of feeling stuck in your career. Once you're free, how will things be different? So again, click the link. The uncertainty of never knowing if it'll work. Poof, it's gone when you click the link. And so I had a pricing decision, guys. When I created this, I had 2 choices. Choice number 1, race to the bottom. Give you the bare minimum. Cut corners and charge less and get more volume with worse results. And I would hate that. Or choice number 2, a race to the top. You stack every advantage in your favor. You make success inevitable. You charge what it's worth. So I chose value over volume, and that's why this works. So click the link. And so you can also just do nothing, so you have 1 or 2 decisions to make today. Decision 1, do nothing. Don't take a leap. Settle for what you have now. Get what you've always gotten. How's that been working out for you? Or decision number 2, give it a shot. If it works, keep it. If not, I'll refund you. Either way, you invested in yourself. So again, click the link. So really, you have 3 options. So option 1, you keep doing things the old way, the familiar way, the limiting way, still searching a year from now. Option 2, you do nothing. Not sure how that helps you, but at least option 1 is trying something. And option 3, actually use what I showed you. Not just think about it, actually implement it. So which option can you see yourself doing out of those 3? So again, click the link. So old habits also die hard. Habits, even ones that work against you, are hard to change, aren't they? That's why you've been struggling despite your best attempts to solve it on your own. If we're being honest, this one free class won't forge new habits. Even if you make progress, it'll be temporary. Your old patterns will creep back in. That's why I'm not going to let that happen. So again, click the link. So money excuses. I've discovered you could be good at making money or making excuses, but you can't be good at both. You could be good at making money or making excuses, but you can't be good at both. All right, so excuse number one, I can't afford it. Guys, if people gave up because of money, we'd still be in the Stone Age. Excuse number two, I don't have time. Translation, your current situation is better than the effort to change it. And excuse number three, what if it doesn't work for me? That's fear talking, and fear keeps you poor. So which will it be, guys? Money or excuses? Again, click the link. And so my final question is, a year from now, you're either still trapped, watching your paycheck get eaten by inflation, praying you don't get laid off, giving your family your leftover energy, and wondering if I had just tried. Or you could be the person with options who went to your kid's soccer game without checking your phone. Your spouse sees you differently now. You figured it out without burning out, and you have a real safety net. So why not you? Why now? So again, click the link and also comment below my time if you're ready to make this your year. And so I need to be honest with you. We can only onboard so many new owners and members at once because the AI systems require setup time. The fulfillment team has capacity limits, and quality support requires limiting numbers. So we're accepting a limited number of new members this enrollment period. And as you guys see, there's only 7 more slots available. So when we hit capacity, enrollment closes. And this isn't actually hype, guys. We actually fill up. Last cohort, we had 47 spots filled up in 72 hours. And then we realized we don't want to take on as many people. So that's why we limited to just 20 in this class. And so we had 23 people on the wait list who couldn't get in. So now we have 6 slots available. And so guys, again, we cap enrollment because we actually deliver results, not just content. So when we hit capacity, enrollment closes. And so here's exactly what to do next. So again, click the link or just go to dropsource.io/AI, click the blue get instant access button. Enter your information, choose your payment option, either $7,500 or $997 a month. And again, the $7,500 option has Klarna, which you could split it up into 24 monthly payments of $360. You complete your enrollment, check your email for access, and then within 24 hours, you have your AI acquisition engine and 7-figure fulfillment team ready to go. So again, click the link. So 6 months from now, scenario A, you don't join. You had the same job, same stress, same what ifs, watching others build while you wait, wondering if this would have worked, regretting the chance you didn't take, and still searching for the right opportunity. This is the cost of inaction. So again, click the link. Or scenario B, you join today, you make $3,000 to $5,000 a month in additional income. You have options at work. You're not desperate anymore. Freedom with family, money stress reduced, building something that grows over time, and confidence that you figured it out. This is what happens when you take action. So again, click the link. So a year from now, you're either still trapped, watching your paycheck get eaten by inflation, praying you don't get laid off, and giving your family your leftover energy. Or you're the person with options. Went to your kid's soccer game without checking your phone. Your spouse sees you differently now. You have a real safety net. The person who figured it out without burning out. So which person will you be? Click the link. And so again, the choice is yours. You can be an operator or an owner, stuck or free. Scenario A or scenario B, no one can make this decision for you. But the decision you make or don't make in the next few minutes will determine which future you live. So again, choose wisely. And so remember, Gabe went from $500 a month to $84,000 in the bank, as you see here, and $80K a month profit. But here's what really changed, right? His Asian parents, who had never even said they were proud of him, finally said it for the first time in his life. And that's what this is about. So you're going to click the link. And remember Daniel, right? Daniel, what he did with his money after he made $96K in 2 weeks is he paid off his mom's mortgage. He paid off her car. He helps his sister financially. And this is what he says. I actually see my family smiling now, which is the best part. And so do you have family you'd love to help? Because if you're like Daniel and you make money with this, you could be able to help them. And if the expert user like Joao trains 1 to 3 million a month companies. And he literally said this is better than Jeremy Miner, Eli Watt, and Traffic and Funnels. And he landed 7 clients in 1 week. So if it worked for someone at his level, what could it do for you? Click the link. And so guys, your moment is now. Click the link. Everything you need. AI outreach system, 7-figure fulfillment team, complete training, priority support, 5 bonuses worth $2,685 of value, and the ROI guarantee. It's $7,500 or $997 a month. Click the link. This is your chance. Don't let it pass. So I know we only have like 8 minutes left, so I'm going to speed ramp through this. So we're going to do a little bit of Q&A. So drop your questions in the chat. And drop your questions in the chat, but don't wait for Q&A to join if you're ready, because spots are filling as we speak. So if you're ready, click dropsource.ai now. And if you have questions, ask below. I'll be taking a look. But before I do so, real quick, also remember Kyle, right? Kyle was working full time and he made $72,000 in a single month. Okay, $72,000 in a single month. And that's 15 countries in 2 years. So he had the same questions you have, right? He trusted the system. He got the results. You could be the next success. Again, kind of running a little bit over, but again, spots are being cleansed out as we speak. If you're still on the fence, the guarantee removes your risk, the payment plan removes the money barrier, and the training removes the I don't know how barrier. So what's actually stopping you? Okay, so let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions. Let me know. Let me know. Or if we don't have any questions, I'll just keep going. But if we have any more questions, let me know, and I'll be able to help. And let's see who joined. We have Ethan, Dylan, awesome. Cool. So any other questions, guys, let me know. Or guys, if this was all clear and if this was very valuable to you, give me clear or value in the chat as well. Let me know. What if you don't have money to start? I'm gonna go over one last thing after the Q&A is up. So just stick around to the end. Might have one last thing for you guys afterwards. But for now, this is specifically for the Dropstars AI offer. What if you're part of Dropstars but want to upgrade? What would the price be? We will go over that. So all you have to do is email support@dropstars.io, and then we'll get you a custom plan if you're already part of Dropstars. All right. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. Or if you guys are all good, just give me good in the chat, because we have like 5 minutes left. So again, last chance to join before we wrap up. And after this free class, here's the thing. You just go back to your regular life. The urgency fades, excuses come back, and nothing changes. Or you can make a decision right now and change your trajectory. So let me know in the chat. You guys are all good? Just give me good in the chat. Adamir says good. Is this a one-time offer? I can't guarantee it'll be the same exact price besides this class. After today, we are thinking of raising the price to 8K, 9K, or even 10K like my team said. So I can't guarantee that it'll be the same 7,500, and I can't guarantee there'll still be a $997 a month option after. So Amir says good. Yona says good. Michael says good. All right, we have 2 slots left and 3 minutes left. So plenty of time if you guys have any other questions, but looks like everybody here is good. So we'll just let the clock run out. We got 2 more slots available, wherever it takes it. And Michael, if you have a question, just drop it in the chat. Let me know. Oh, there's Q&A. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. My bad, guys. I was totally just looking at the chat, but totally forgot about the Q&A. If you're part of Drop Service but want to upgrade, email support. If we'll be able to credit whatever you already paid for, and then be able to credit it into the next plan. If you don't have money, what should you do? I'm going to drop one last thing and one last offer for you guys after the spot is up. We have one last spot left. So just let's wait for someone to take it, and then I will let you guys know something else if you don't have a ton of money. I'm 13. Is this going to work for me? We've had a 14-year-old make money with this. I can't say if a 13-year-old will, though. All right, so we got one last call. We got like 20 seconds left. So once we hit the enrollment page, or once we hit the last minute, we're not taking on any more people today. Okay, so this is your moment. Don't let fear keep you where you are, right? You've seen the proof, you've seen the system, you've seen the guarantee, and there's no reason to not act except fear. And fear, as we always say, has never paid anyone's mortgage. So one last slot. Who is trying to take this? We got one last slot. And again, while we're waiting for this last slot to be taken, let me know in the chat. I know that the clock's run out, but we're just going to keep going until we get this last slot open. All right, because I'm feeling a little generous today. Eric says, I need permission, so I don't have time. 17 years old. Well, you could just call your parents now. But we got one slot left, so if you want to lock it in real quick, definitely do so ASAP. I need to work 1 year to make $7,000. You'd also try Klarna, though. Klarna, you could be able to split it up to 24 monthly payments of $360. All right, so it looks like someone took the final slot. So, guys, for everybody that stayed, as a little gift to you, I got one last thing I could offer you guys that will be a lot more affordable. Now, I will say, though, It is basically only the fulfillment aspect. All right. So kind of like what I mentioned earlier, we have the AI that finds clients, and then we also have the seven-figure fulfillment team. So if you are interested in just getting to the fulfillment team and then trying to get clients by yourself, I do have an option for that. Let me show it to you guys real quick. Let me share my screen. All right, so this is what we call our fulfillment dashboard. So you'll be able to outsource your services. Let me find it real quick. Outsource your services like digital ads, SEO, social media management, video editing, website development, etc. All you have to do is actually just find the client. Now, this is obviously a lot cheaper because it doesn't cost us any AI, and we're not really coaching you. It's more so you have the fulfillment team to be able to get you, or to be able to hand off once you actually land a client. So if any of you guys are interested in this, I'll just drop the link in the chat real quick. All right, so I just dropped the link to join. It's only going to be $1 for 1 week and then $29 a month. Now, again, this is nowhere near as good as the AI owner model. Like, AI is not getting clients. There is no guarantee. We're not coaching you, but this is simply just access to our fulfillment team, plus all our different AI tools to be able to handle all the clients that you land. Okay. Handle all the clients that you land. Okay. So if you are interested, plus there's like a quick basic course in there as well. Again, only $1 trial for 1 week, $29 a month. The option is definitely there. So let me go ahead and highlight that and broadcast that. So if you guys are interested, just click that link, sign up for $1 for 1 week and $29 a month. But like I said, it's really just the fulfillment team and then a couple of access to some tools just to make sure that you are fully prepared to start a business. But again, there is no AI getting clients for this one. All right, but other than that, guys, I hope you guys had a good time. If you guys have any questions, let me know one last time. We got like one last call for this. But other than that, if you don't have any other questions, then we'll be good to go. So if you guys are good, give me good one last time in the chat. Good one last time in the chat. All right, Amir is good. Michael is good. Royce is good. Good to see you in here, bro. Okay, cool. So looks like we're all good for them. I think the first 20 that joined are all busy getting onboarded by our onboarding manager. So as always, guys, I think it's been quite a pleasure working with you guys. I hope you guys got a lot of value, a lot of sauce. For anybody that wasn't able to join, all good. I completely understand. What I can do for you guys is we do have a wait list available. So obviously, we can't really take on any more people on this class. But if you are interested in getting in joining the wait list to be able to join the AI owner program, I'm going to drop the link real quick down below. And because it's a wait list, you are going to have to apply. All right. So we're not just going to be able to take on and accept anybody. You are going to have to apply for this and be accepted to be able to join the program, just because, again, we already ran out of slots. So we're not going to be taking on any more people right now in this class. All right. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys had a great time. I definitely did. And for all 20 people that joined, if you're still watching this and you're not getting onboarded already, thank you for your trust and your time. I really do value my reputation, and I really do value my brand and my identity online. So I always do everything I can to make sure you get results. So genuinely, I thank you for believing me and trusting me with your investment, because I am going to make sure, and we have a guarantee to make sure that it works for you. Other than that, guys, it's been an amazing time. I hope you guys got a ton of value. Everybody's good to go. And I'll catch everybody later. Peace. Everybody's good to go. And I'll catch everybody later.